Hey guys, this is Eric KB coming with another video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Eric KB, or spelled the other way is Takira. And basically my channel is me documenting my life. So basically this video is going to be one of my rant / discussion videos I've been posting lately, because just like I said previous, it's a lot easier for me to do these, get a point across, and move on to another video, just because I've been crunching for time with the school year coming back. So this video is going to be about something I've wanted to talk about a lot on my channel. A lot of people have really been enjoying my video about how I stay so calm and just having peace in my life. So I want to do another video kind of in the realm of that, and that's having a husband or a wife box. Number one, let me just make a disclaimer. I'm not against LGBTQ or anything like that. If you like women and you're a woman, I don't care. If you like men, you're a man, I don't care. At the end of the day, all I just hope is that you know God, and you ain't got to be Christian or whatever, but you have some form of hierarchy in your life, and you just living day to day peacefully. That's all I really care about. Other than that, you know, it doesn't bother me. So I'm going to go and talk about this husband box. In my peace video, I talked about this line of books I got at this more Caucasian church. And I will probably introduce those books if I can find them, to be honest. But I have not used them since we finished that class. So basically, I'm going to show you my husband box. This is a old box I got from like a sample, and I just made it into like a little husband box. It looks like a little tissue box, and I'll read what it says on here. And since these notes in here are personal, I will not be reading them out loud. They are personal for me, and I'm just not going to read them out loud. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just tell you guys what it says here. So in the book, it has like these different lessons or whatever, and this one is called ACT. So this is like you actually incorporating the lesson that you learned into your daily life. So it says ACT, and the lesson or what they want you to act on is to make a prayer box for your husband, or if you are a male, then your wife, because this is, like I said, a women-based program that we had at the church. And I just wrote a couple things in here like I love you, and I put je t'aime or te amo, and I put just like a couple of inspirational things in here, like you are beautiful, you're worth the wait, all this type of stuff. This is what it says here. It says, set aside a place to keep written prayers for your future spouse. We recommend making a special box just for this purpose, which is what I made here. Write out your prayers to God about your future marriage and mate, which are some of the things that are in this little baggie here. Oops, and a pen flew out of here. Tell God what you desire in a husband. Pray for God's blessing on your future husband's life. Pray that he will be growing and maturing spiritually in preparation for your marriage. Ask God to keep him pure until your wedding day. When you are tempted to settle for anything less than God's best in this area of your life, take your prayers out and read them. You'll be encouraged to stay the course. On your wedding day, you will be astounded by the ways that God has faithfully answered your prayers. And then in bold here they say, you might even consider giving your prayer box to your husband as a testimony of God's faithfulness in this area of your life. And the lesson for that was on page 75. And it was, I can't handle the loneliness of staying pure. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of break that down for you guys. And I'm going to really keep myself out of it, because I just really want to talk about what the message is for that. So if we break it down, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. You know, you get, it doesn't have to be a box. It can be like a little can, or it could be almost anything. Do something that you don't have to go out and buy money for. This was a sample I literally got in this, and I just cut out the middle here and used it. So it wasn't like, you know, I had to go crazy about trying to buy something to hold this thing. The next thing I did was to just keep reminding myself about it. I stapled the paper to this box, and this is also I had an old sandwich bag, and this paper is really just scrap paper I just used, and you can use either a pen or pencil. And then I also keep notebook paper folded up in here just in case. So I'm going to go ahead and just talk about and go a little bit deeper into this. So basically, whether you're male or female, you're pretty much setting aside where you're telling God what you want in your future spouse. And whether you are a virgin or not, that doesn't matter. You can still do this. This is not, oh, you have to be a certain way to do this. This is just, so you can tell God what you want in a future spouse. So I have certain things that I have set aside in here that I desire in a husband that right now I don't feel comfortable telling you guys because I don't want people hitting me up. So also it's something that's intimate between me and God. So it's not something that I feel like I need to share with you guys. But I can share the whole idea and experience of it, which I think is worth the while. Recently, just let me say recently, I mean, starting high school. If you guys don't know, I graduated in 2015, and my first year of college was that year. In high school, I dealt with a lot that you guys do not know about because I have not discussed it yet, which I will. I'm thinking about incorporating story times, or Takara has done this or stuff like that, just so you guys can get to know my life a little deeper. But at the moment, I feel like I can't talk about those things, where I am, and as far as physically where I am and where I am with my comfortability, is that a word? To talk about those things in front of the people I stay around, and etc., etc. So basically, like I said, in starting high school, I really had to. That's when I made this box, probably about my sophomore year, and ever since then, more recently, I've had to constantly look at it and remind myself, hey, don't settle for anything less than what you desire. Like, it's okay to be selfish. Well, and I talked to my aunt about this, who was the first lady of our church, executing God's plan ministries, and she told me it's okay to be selfish. And sorry if you see some feet or something over there, but she basically told me that it's okay to be selfish in this way for this reason, because this is going to be the person that you're going to spend your life with. This is going to be the person to death do you part, and you wouldn't want anything less of a person that you desire, or anything that's not pleasing for you and pleasing to God. So, and I really took that to heart, and I just was like, okay, let me stop settling. But it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done, and don't get me wrong, after I made this box, I wasn't like dismissing everybody who wasn't like that, because I'm not judgmental, and I feel like people come to you in either their relationships or friendships, they all come to you for some reason, and they're put into your life. I don't know if you guys ever read the book called The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, but like, I just always think that people come into your life, and people also go and come back, and all types of stuff in your life for a reason. Nothing is never unplanned. Like, I do believe that a lot of stuff is pre-planned, and like, all that, I don't want to go into it, but basically I've just learned to not, like, recently, like a couple days ago, to be honest with you, I've just learned not to settle. Be happy alone versus settling for something that you're unhappy with. And like I said, that's something personally that I probably won't talk about right now, but we'll talk about that whole situation with that, including just a couple days ago and recently. But I just learned that, hey, it's okay to be single. It's okay to be, alone in a good way. And so, yeah, recently, like, my box has been my ride or die. Like, this has been keeping me sane, basically. And also, sort of keeping me pure, because I want to wait. Also, I want to give a shout out to, I cannot remember her name. Let me look here on YouTube so I will not get it wrong, because I do want to give her a shout out. If I don't find it really quickly, I will put it in the description box. Let me just see. Okay, I got her name. Her name is Jenna Wren Unedited. She just subscribed to me literally like yesterday. She has great discussion on her channel, and her content I really honestly enjoy. She's very discussion like, and when I was talking to her, like commenting on something, and she responded to me immediately. She gave me some good advice about how, like, you can only do it once. You can only give it to that person once. So I really just appreciated that. And yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and end there. This was just a little discussion. And you guys take care. Let me know if you do make your husband, or not your husband, if you make your spouse's box. Let me know if you have any questions about it. I've been doing it for a couple years now. I'm not gonna lie, I have fallen off the path, but I've always get back on. So you guys just take care. Adios, chicas y chicas.